What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I've got another one from Scream Factory, and it is The Invisible Ray, which is there. So, The Invisible Ray stars Boris Karloff as a very driven scientist. Some see him as a genius, others see him as kind of a crackpot because he chases down a lot of ideas and theories that other people would dismiss. The reason that he's so driven is because he's haunted by his past, which involves a side thread with his blind mother. So he's desperately searching for a cure for blindness. He hears about a meteor in Africa. He goes there, starts doing his research. He's making some progress. He's making some good discoveries, and the radiation from the meteor is starting to eat away at him, and he's in desperate need of some kind of help. He turns to a doctor played by Bela Lugosi, who's able to give him an antidote because he's having this. Well, beside the fact that he's glowing bright white at night, he's killing people just with his touch. So Bela Lugosi gives him this special antidote, and it helps him, but he's got to take it like all the time. So it's like forever he's got to take this antidote, or else he's gonna kill people when he touches them and glow like a radiate this white light. But even with the antidote, he's still suffering some side effects, but he tries to push through. And the ultimate goal is that he wants to cure the blindness, and he's just facing all these obstacles. I don't want to give away too much more of the plot. It's a pretty short movie. The Invisible Ray is not one of my favorite Karloff-Lugosi movies, but I think it's more than solid. It's definitely more of like a sci-fi, mad scientist kind of vibe than it is a horror movie, but it does have some horror movie elements, so I wouldn't dismiss it even if you're not a typical sci-fi fan. If you're just into horror, I think you could find something to like here. The story is not great. It gets really muddled, and even though it's under 80 minutes, I think it's 78 or 79 minutes, it feels like it drags in places, which is not good. The real kind of point to this, for me anyway, was to see Karloff and Lugosi in action. The story is what it is. It's not great, but it does have good visuals. It's got decent atmosphere. I love the hokey special effects of like Karloff glowing. Also, Karloff kind of looks like Gomez Adams in this. He's got like this cheesy mustache and stuff. So anyway, I think there's some stuff to like here. Both Karloff and Lugosi are good here. That's going to be the main draw, I think, for most people, because the actual story itself is not great, and it does have that kind of universal horror classic feel to it, but I think the main attraction here is going to be the stars. Again, not a great movie, but one worth seeing if you're a fan of the leads, or you just want to see, if you want to see a lot of the old Universal horror. This was released on Blu-ray by Scream Factory as part of the Universal Horror Collection Volume 1. It's got a new 2K scan, but I'm going to be honest, it doesn't look that great. Clarity is actually pretty good, like the actual detail and depth, and even fine detail is actually really good at times, but it's like it's stuck behind this print that's just not great. It's got a lot of scratches, it's got a lot of debris. It's a really mixed bag, and for the price of this set, I really don't think any of the movies really look up to what I would consider, because it's like a $40-$50 set, and I just don't think that the transfers are up to snuff. Only 3 of them have 2 new 2K scans, and even they don't look that great. So it's not a great looking presentation. Is it better than the DVD? Yes. But could it look a lot better? Absolutely. I don't think there's been much restoration work done here. I think it's just a new scan. As far as extras, there's about a 20-minute featurette that looks at the making of The Invisible Ray. And then there is also a film historian commentary track. I'm not a big fan of those, but Tom Weaver is better than most as far as being relevant to the movie itself. There's also still photos and a re-release trailer, and that's it. It's tough for me to recommend this set, but I definitely, because of the price and the transfers aren't that great. But if you want to see classic Karloff Lugosi, you should check out these movies. I'll have reviews for the other 3 up soon. But The Invisible Ray is solid, not great. But again, if you're in here for Karloff and Lugosi, I think it's worth a look. If you want to read reviews of all these movies, you can go to my website, markfusion.com, read those and thousands of other movie reviews. There's also hundreds of movie reviews right here in the video playlist on my YouTube channel. If you want to go the extra mile, drop me a sub. That would be fantastic. Or use the links on my site. I'll put all that money that I get back into the site to get new movies to review and keep this cycle going. Thank you so much for checking out this review. I do thank you, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.